I'm a silky mom, and of course, my kids have unlimited screen time. I'm a silky mom, so of course, I've always got stuff like corn dogs and chicken nuggets. I'm a silky mom, so naturally, this is the kind of cereal my kids eat. I'm a silky mom. That means that my 4-year-old has 2 tablets, my 1-year-old has 1, and my son has a Switch. I'm a silky mom, so of course my kids have TVs in their room. I'm a silky mom. Of course my son's gonna have an Xbox 360 with his TV. I'm a silky mom, so of course my kids have access to snacks. I'm a silky mom, so if my kids want candy, they can have candy.
Now, I don't know what a silky mom is supposed to mean, but that's just a pretty nickname for not very good. Because why do your children, with your oldest being only 4 years old, not only have access to unlimited screen time, but that same 4-year-old already has 2 tablets and a TV in their own bedroom when there was already a TV shown to be in the living room that they were watching? Okay, I'm going to try and sound as nice as possible, okay? But did you even try? Or were they just handed devices from the moment they were born? Guys, look, whenever I scroll through Instagram Reels or TikTok, it's not because I genuinely want to. It's always because I've just seen the worst video I've ever witnessed in my entire life, and yet I keep scrolling because I can't stop subjecting myself to it. Because this woman was upset that another parent said to her, "My son's preschool is amazing. He already knew how to read by the time he started kindergarten." And for some reason, her immediate reaction to this was, when did we decide that ending childhood early was a good thing? Are you kidding me right now? Since when was it in the rule book that giving your child a book made you a horrible parent? In what conceivable universe is encouraging your child to learn how to read, which is a skill that they're going to need for the rest of their lives, and encouraging them to use their imagination in any way a bad thing? When we started putting 4-year-olds in school to learn a curriculum instead of letting them learn the way that they were designed to learn. To call what a kindergartner does a curriculum is absolutely hilarious, considering all kindergarten does is teach a child how to socialize and interact with other children, let you take naps during the day, and learn how to spell dog. Also, are you aware that there are actually kids out there who prefer reading over playing outside? I was certainly never that child. But there will always be that one kid in class who wants to spend his recess in the library over using his time on the playground. I promise you that kids who grew up reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid and The Brilliant World of Tom Gates are doing just fine, Karen. POV, that moment your 9-year-old calls out mum while at lacrosse practice because you are the only parent getting a workout in rather than sitting on the bleachers. You are going to regret this when it's time for them to move out of home. And you will kick yourself over the fact that you prioritized working out instead of them. And when someone said working out instead of watching their kid, like, you're there, but you aren't really there. It's not the same thing. She really had the gall to say this. I appreciate the comment, but why do I need to stare at them while they practice? That doesn't do anyone any good. Are you brain dead? You need to stare at them because it shows that you care. Can you imagine being that kid and looking at the bleachers while you're playing lacrosse and seeing that every other parent is there cheering for their child? Meanwhile, you can't even see your own mother in the crowd because she's hidden away somewhere working out away from everybody else. Guess who's going to the retirement home?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Are you honestly, seriously ashamed that your child is going to naturally be more interested in colorful toys? So much so that you feel the need to hide them away to fit the toys that you want them to play with. Because God forbid your child ruins your ugly aesthetic, am I right? You want to turn your house into a sad beige wasteland? Go ahead. But if your goddamn toys that she likes in her playroom, an environment that is supposed to be fun. I don't see how that ruins your artistic vision.
I'm training my kids to be indoorsy, not outdoorsy. They love playing with their tractors and their mud kitchen, so I'm making them some fake mud. I have no idea what ingredients are inside of natural dirt, so I took matters into my own hands and made some fake mud using cornstarch, water, and coffee grounds. Not only does it smell delicious, I know that it is safe with my kids playing with it.
This has to be rage bait. Surely, because do y'all know that one episode of SpongeBob where he isolates himself inside and is too scared to come out of his house, so he just makes friends with a napkin, a potato chip, and a penny? Yeah, I feel like that's what might happen here. Secondly, I had to look up what a mud kitchen was, because when I was making Skyrim-inspired potions as a kid, we just used the old plastic containers that you get from the takeaway shops and old sticks that have fallen from the trees that have been there for months. But that's besides the point. If you don't want your child to be playing with mud, then why buy them a mud kitchen to begin with? Then there was this mother who, for some reason, purposely tells people to keep their hands dirty when they want to hold her baby and genuinely gets mad when they wash their hands. Apparently, her reasoning is because she wants to expose her baby to every single germ and bacteria in the world to strengthen his immune system. Okay, here's the glaringly obvious problem with what you're doing. What if someone, say, I don't know, had COVID droplets on their hand and they just touched your baby, so now your baby has COVID? But also, I'm not surprised at all in the slightest that you think that this is okay to do, because you let your child lick unsanitized shopping carts that thousands of random people touch every single day. But wait, there's more. She also doesn't put sunscreen on her baby to protect it from a severe sunburn or even melanoma. This is not you being a holistic mother. This is you being intentionally neglectful.
I'm so exhausted by you hitting me all the time and screaming. I love you so much, but you need to stop hitting me. I understand that you have a hard time. I understand. Okay? My mommy's so patient and loves you so much.
Yeah, I'm not surprised she wiped that video from the platform entirely, considering it's going to be used in that kid's future therapy sessions one day. I find it so ironic how not only in this video are you saying that you're teaching your son emotional stability, when you literally just said you're having a mental breakdown in front of him. But you also like to say that you're breaking the cycle of trauma in your family by bawling your eyes out directly in front of your son while you look him in his eyes and tell him, I'm exhausted by you. And you're just repeating the cycle, dumbass. Use your brain. He's 2 years old. Of course he's not going to understand self-regulation. Either cry to yourself in a separate room away from him, or just straight up tell him, hey, if you hit me again, I will take one of your toys for every time that you hit me. So if you want to keep your toys, then don't hit me. Things about my parenting that trigger people. Number one, they choose if they want to wear shoes. What, so y'all are just letting your literal babies make their own decisions? Is that what we're doing now? You're the goddamn parent, so act like it. Are you not afraid that they might accidentally step on a used needle or a venomous spider? Number two, only go to the doctor if they're really sick. Why must it get to a point where it's extreme before you decide to take them to a medical professional? If you had taken them when they were still only showing mild symptoms, the problem would have been solved much sooner and your kids wouldn't have to be living in pain for weeks before you actually do something about it. Number three, they will not go to public school or daycare. Are you aware of how important it is to give your child a stable routine they can follow every day? They need structure structure. Knowing how to interact with people is a skill you need for the rest of your life. They need to learn these things.
I'm an all-in mom. Of course I pulled my kids out of school mid-year to homeschool and teach them about stoicism and how corrupt our government is. I'm an almond mom. Of course I can't tell you the last time we went to a regular doctor because I have all of our cures we need at home.
I have a headache. I have a headache. Your average child is too young to get involved with the corruption in politics. They can't even see a PG-13 movie in the cinema without you there. Girl, if you don't let these kids just go to a damn art class. I have all of our cures at home, she says while holding a bunch of essential oils. A lavender oil wasn't going to fix my brother's burst appendix. A rosemary oil wasn't going to fix my brain tumor. You know what we needed? Doctors. Surgeons! Modern medicine!
Okay, so we just came home from trick-or-treating. My husband's getting our daughter to bed. And so I'm going to show you what we are doing for Halloween, at least while they're young. So she got a whole bucket of candy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that candy away. And we told her when she wakes up, there's going to be new surprises and candy that she gets to eat. So we got a bucket, and we're going to put in some of these fruit jerkies. We have this little bag of organic trail mix. There's different nuts, dried fruits, and vegan chocolate chips. We have seaweed, not a candy, but she is obsessed with this, and we honestly don't buy it too often because it's pretty expensive. So that's going in there, but she was excited to get some of these peanut butter crackers, so this is a good replacement for that. We have some of these vegan peanut M&Ms that don't have any food dyes in them. And then we got these, they're like fruit roll-ups, but the only ingredient is the fruit. These ones are mango. So these are going in there. Here we go. She's going to be super excited to wake up and have some treats.
Look, I don't know if it's just me, but still taking your kids trick-or-treating while knowing the entire time that you're just going to take that candy away from them in the morning is just really weird. It's like giving someone a Christmas present and then telling them that they're not actually allowed to have it. So give it back. Am I saying that you should just let them have the entire bucket and consume the whole thing all at once? No. But letting them have a treat every day or every second day for the next couple of weeks or months isn't going to hurt. To end this video off, here's this awful mother who makes a video with her son from his perspective where she types, "My mum stood in front of the mirror where she started to tear up and cry, 'Please, I'm begging you, bring my daughter back.' And then when she records her son's scene in this story, he apparently says, 'That's convincing enough, Mum,' I told her, as we both hoped the police would never find out what really happened to my sister." You have just uploaded a video to the internet where you pretend that you just killed your own daughter with your son as the accomplice who doesn't know any better. Because that video implies you murdered her and lied to the police about it. And not once did the thought cross your mind that maybe you shouldn't actually upload this video to the internet because your daughter is eventually going to see it when she grows up in the future. But you didn't make this video with your daughter about your son, did you? I don't want to talk about these people anymore. I really don't. They infuriate me. Seriously. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.